Yeah, hope you're having a good day, good week, and hope you're all trying some good beers. I've been trying a few lately, a few homebrews actually from a local homebrewer who came in from Australia. I can't remember when he arrived, but it was recently, yeah, actually it turns out he used to co-own a brewery in Australia as well, and they did quite well. The brewery's still going apparently, so that's pretty cool. But he got out of it and came to New Zealand, where he's doing quite a lot of homebrew stuff there at his house up on the hill. Went there with another friend last night, and we tried heaps of different beers. He's got all sorts of stuff. He's got about 1 million kegs just stuffed in this chest freezer sort of fridge arrangement, and he's brewing quite a lot as well. And he's a very experienced guy. He has a lot of stories, a lot to talk about. Just a wealth of knowledge, really. You know, one of those people that you talk to them and you just get all these ideas, and you're just like, oh my god, wanted to know all this. You know, he's got quite an awesome setup. He tends to make all his own brewing equipment, and that was quite inspiring actually. I thought, far out, imagine if you could have the time and resources to just build your own equipment completely, everything. You know, like he's got the lauter tun and the boiling and sparging, everything. He's made everything himself, welding, sheet metal, everything. But yeah, no, Alan is his name, and no, he's a really good guy, and we'll see him around. So cheers, Alan. Thanks for having us the other night. It was brilliant. Moving on. Well, half moving on. He actually mentioned something about a website online, and on this website you can go and see all these different kinds of enzymes and other synthetic things. And it seems that the technology is out there, and certainly the biology, I guess, for these enzymes that can convert friggin' anything at massively high temperatures. One of the enzymes, which escapes my mind, but it's on this website, is it can withstand 90 to 100 degrees Celsius, and it'll convert starches to sugar at that temperature. Could you imagine that? That's nuts, because really, you know, the home brewers of today, you know, they're cracking the grains and, you know, mashing in at like, you know, 65 or whatever, you know, just depending on their rests or steps. But generally, what, you know, 65 to 72 you're trying to aim for. And boom, you know, these big breweries can achieve, you know, conversions while they're friggin' boiling if they wanted to. You know, if they could get their hands on these different enzymes and things. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see what's out there. There's also some other chemicals and things on this website. For example, stable foam or stable foam has an ingredient in it which is pretty bad for you. It gets it. Well, it's not going to kill you, but other things that you do might, you know, you might have health problems because of. An example is sort of gets in your bloodstream, and if you go scuba diving, for instance, you know, you come up too fast, you get the bends. Well, this particular one can get into your bloodstream and really aid the bends in happening, and it just stuffs you apparently. So there's an example of you know, just an activity that can overcome you just because you've had that chemical in your system, which is, it's a bit of a worry. So you got to ask yourself, you know, what is in these beers. I mean, if shortcuts can be paid for and shortcuts can be made easily, then people out there are bound to be making those shortcuts. You know, it's like, holy shit. You know, what about the purity laws? You know, the real basic brewing. You know, the real flavour, far out. Everyone should be doing it. Anyway, that website is www.cbsbrew.com, and I will, there it is there, put it at the bottom of the screen there for you. Yeah, go there, check it out. I'm not advertising anything, I'm just saying it's interesting read. If you're into you know, biology, chemicals and all that sort of stuff, you'll love it. On other news, we've got the Homebrew Comp coming up in 1 month. So we've got it next month on Saturday the 14th, I believe. And it's going to be a good time, had by all. We're starting to have some entrants roll in now, so really cool. The posters out there, we've got sponsors. Man, we have so many sponsors. We've got New Zealand Hops, we've got the Mooterian, which is the venue, we've got Gladfield Malt, we've got Cryer Malt, we've got Dale's Brewing Company, we've got Society of Beer Advocates, the organisation. I better not miss anyone here. God, I better not miss anyone. And we've also got Bin In. I think that might be everyone. Gee, I really didn't want to miss anyone out here. So if I do, I'll name them down here. But yeah, no, these sponsors, they're all contributing something to, you know, whether it's prizes or housing the event. Oh man, it's going to be great. So if you enter and you win and you're there, you'll get some prizes. We are planning on having more than 3 placings as well. We're going to have heaps of placings, so I mean, most people are going to walk away with something, so that is something. That should be quite cool. What else we got going on? I wrote some notes. Shh, I forget things. Well, I thought about it, and I had a play around on my computer, did a bit of research, found Craig's video actually on casting, got all the software, connected it all up, and it's actually pretty straightforward stuff. There's nothing really complicated about it. It's just you follow your nose, and no, I reckon I might try and do a cast one day. And I was thinking about it for a while. I was watching Craig and some of the other guys out there, and I sort of thought, man, this is quite cool. This is quite a fun thing to do. You know, you sit around, have a beer, and listen to the music and all that. And yeah, no, I think I might give it a go. Whether it's, I don't know, I could do it for my 52nd Homebrew Wednesday, which would be, you know, a year of Homebrew Wednesdays, or I could put it off a bit longer. Not sure. Let me know what you reckon. Certainly don't know what the theme would be or anything like that. It would be pretty open. Probably just random music, beer drinking, bit of talk. Don't know whether my computer would handle receiving Skype calls or anything like that, but yeah, we could try, see what happens. Yeah, so I don't know, that's something I'm thinking about. Kind of a one-off, you know. I don't want to sort of get into that habit of doing it every week, or you know, that would kill me. I couldn't do that. I've got too much going on. So yeah, but look out. We'll see how we go with that idea. I'm keen as mustard to do it, and I just have to make sure I've got a bit of time and I do it properly and make it worthwhile. And I guess I need to give you guys some notice as well. I don't want to sort of say, oh, I'm doing it now, you know, put on Facebook and no one turns up. So we'll see what happens there. Cats are cool. Yes, okay. Bit of an announcement. Last week I said, you choose what I brew, and then I went and did a brew. I put a batch down. It's fermenting right now. It's about 16 degrees. It got a little cold, but it's still going, so we'll just leave it. And I chose I chose the what did I choose? I chose the I have to remember this now. The Black Rock IPA and Chinook hops. So there we go. Chose that one. Doing it. It's in there. And my God, Chinook is a very interesting hop. The aroma on it, man. I had my fermenter in a box, you know, with the lid on top, just to keep the sunlight out, because I've got it in the closet at the moment, and you know, the room gets a bit of light in it, so I just want to be careful. So I went in there, checked the temperature, and I don't know if anyone out there has had kiwi fruit before, but man, it smelt like a cut kiwi fruit. It had that very zesty, acidic-y, sort of citric-y, fruity sort of smell to it. It was awesome. It was awesome. It's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. And well, actually, another point on that is that's going to be my first kegged beer. Looking forward to that. The keg is all rinsed out. It's sanitized. It is ready to go. So, yeah, feeling pretty happy about that. This is quite an involved week, isn't it? Let's just take a moment. And we're back. Okay. Well, last Wednesday I believe, I went to New Zealand Hops. Ground zero, man. Ground zero. It was cool. I'll show you a clip and some pictures, but first I'll explain what we did. So I went there with my mate Bill from thatbeerplace.com. He was going to pick up some supplies because he is a supplier of hops, and that's where he gets them from, straight from the horse's mouth. So we went down there, and I sort of thought, okay, cool, just tagging along, I'm going to pick them up. Went in there, talked to a few people, and it was really cool. We actually went through the factory as well, and saw them. They were getting the bundles of hops from the farms, which are sort of compressed into sort of cube things, and they take that out and put it in a machine and sweep it up. You'll see the clip in a minute, and oh, it's amazing. Just the smell of it. You're in there and it's just like, oh. But yeah, no, it's just awesome factory. The processes are really cool. You're sort of sitting there watching it go up and around and come back down, and they were filling up, I believe they were filling up, was it 120 kilogram bags / boxes of hops. Apparently there was a particular vendor or even brewery maybe that wanted larger quantities, so they were trialling it. So that should be interesting to see. That, I mean, that's a shitload of hops, 120 kilograms. So yeah, that was cool. So I'll take a moment to go over my notes here and watch the video.
Yeah.
So, hope you enjoyed that. That is pretty much me all done. I don't want to make this too long, but I already have, so why bother saying that, right? So yeah, no. Sorry this one's late. Happy Homebrew Wednesday / midnight. I don't know, we'll see. And yeah, no, looking forward to your videos. Alright, see you guys. Cheers.